What's up, guys? So today I'm going to get some gravel riding in, and I didn't have I'm short on time today, so I decided to come and ride across Unicoi Mountain, or as it's better known as the beauty spot. It's a good gravel road. I'm not sure how many miles it is from start to finish, but we're starting on the Limestone Cove side and we're going to go all the way to Rock Creek. As you make your way up through here, the first mile or so is paved, and then it turns into kind of a hard-packed gravel. They've actually just redone the road about a year ago. Oh, so we're already to the gravel. Go ahead and switch this over into Enduro mode. There we go. I'm just going to kind of ease across here today. Don't really expect there to be too much traffic, but you just never know. And there's somebody's dog. And there's somebody. Although this place, it's a great ride. You know, it's a good quick ride if you want to ride your motorcycle, and you can take a car across here too. I mean, it's that tame. And but over the years, this place has seen some darker moments. It's been the location of several crime investigations, and today we're going to stop at two of the locations, and then we'll kind of ride by the third location. The first one happened on this side of the mountain, on the Limestone Cove side, in 1967, I believe. And we'll talk more about that when we get to the first lookout. The second one happened when I was in high school. So in 1996 there was a double homicide on the other side of the mountain towards Rock Creek. It's kind of crazy. Both stories have some similarities in a way, but and then most recently, I believe in 2022, there was an investigation on the far side as you're getting close to the Rock Creek entrance, Rock Creek side entrance. But like I said, we'll talk more about those when we get to those locations. For now, I'm just going to enjoy the ride and hope that we're one of the few people up here today. So right here's where the gate's located. We just passed. During the winter, they do close this road, and it's just recently opened back up in March, I believe. So that's one of those things that if you're coming out around winter time, make sure to check. because I believe they close the gates, I want to say somewhere in November, December range, and then they don't open them back up until March. I guess we're gonna have to watch for some Jeeps today. Just a reminder there to kind of dial it back a little bit. And this is, like we just saw with the Jeep, this is a two-way road, so especially you have to be really aware in these switchbacks, because a lot of them you just can't see around the corner. What's crazy is today it's supposed to get in the lower 80s. We're already up to 71 right now. Just 2 days ago there was snow up here, so I'm hoping all of that's melted off. It should be. I mean, it's been warm enough for long enough today to where I wouldn't think there'd be any ice or anything still up here. But welcome to East Tennessee in the spring. Winter on Friday, summer on Monday. Good little straightaway to open it up just a little bit. Pull over here and switch this camera around just a second. Give us another view to work with. Few minutes we'll stop and get the drone out. This is more of the, I guess you could almost say, behind the scenes type edit from, if you watched last week's video, it was a more detailed story type version of this ride, more edited. This is kind of just, I turned the GoPro on and whoa, a little slippage. I turned the GoPro on and just kind of let things roll, and it gives, you know, anybody that's interested in getting into moto vlogging or making YouTube videos, maybe this might help you out with kind of how my setup works and what I do. Today, as far as cameras go, I'm running the GoPro Hero 12 on the helmet, and it's hooked into 2 wireless DJI mini mics. I'm still testing this camera right here out, the DJI Osmo Action 5 or whatever it's called. I've also got 2 drones that I'll be using today. One for more landscape stuff, the DJI Mavic Pro 3, and then the DJI Mini Pro 4. The Mini Pro, I just like it better for, I'll get some follow shots of the bike. It just seems to work better for that. Plus, if it hits a tree or X, I won't cry as much as I will if the bigger drone wrecks. Also using I've got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or whatever. There's too many. Hey, look here. Is that Jeff? I think it might have been my buddy Jeff. So, yeah, I got a lot of cameras. Not sure if that was Jeff or not. If it is, I would not be surprised to see him turn around and chase us back down. But if you've watched some of the flood videos, Jeff's the guy at Riverview that I interviewed, and me and him have rode together since we were kids, man. And he's got a KTM, I don't know, KTM something. Okay, so this is part of where I wanted to get some drone stuff. So let's see. I have to turn around and go back down because this is kind of cool right through here, I think. I'm gonna stop right here. Turn this guy, well, let's turn him around. So kind of one of the aggravating things about when I do these drone follow shots, I can't really wear my gloves because I got to use the touch screen on the controller. So there's a lot of just swapping things around. Cannot lose these guys. And I'll probably actually leave this controller on for the majority of the ride today. That way it'll just make it easier when I do need to get drone stuff. It'll already be on there. Get that a little bit more snug. Get the drone out now. Okay. So, let's see her. Having a hard time finding satellites.
Home point update.
There we go. Things so quiet.
Home point update.
Oh, cool. So now we'll go down here and turn around. Hey, gosh. There goes the Jeep guy again. So we'll let him get on up through there. That kind of screwed things up a little bit. That's alright. Turn this guy off. Yep. Some people are friendly, some not so much. Did not expect to see this many people up here today. I kind of thought I'd be the only dude. So we're almost up here to the first lookout. I feel like it's probably higher in elevation than the other lookout. Ride up and scope things out and then come back down and go back up again. So this is the location where the murder in 1967 took place. Oh lordy, controller fell over. Get the drone out again. Oh my gosh, these guys are coming. Stay here for a second, maybe they'll go. Do I take the easy path or the hard way around? That's the question. Heck. Hard way. Now you're getting to see kind of in the long edit, this will be all one shot. In this edit, you're going to get to see me do this probably about 3 or 4 times. Hopefully I don't wreck. Now hopefully that line was about the same, as I have dumped the controller. Oh boy. Hopefully we can get a follow shot here. That there. Let's drop this down because it's just not getting tight enough. So sometimes I'll just kind of set it here on the tank. Like today, this, I guess I've got the wrong size GoPro bolt or whatever you want to call it, and these guys are coming back out, so they probably thought I lost my mind, which is par for the course. Them two are just, they seem a little sus. Hate to be like that, but duck's a duck, right? So let's see if we can get this follow. It'd be really cool if I can make it follow like right behind me. So let's move up here just a little bit. I don't know how well this is going to work. Actually, let's get a little hot. The last thing I want to do is put this thing in a tree. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, let's just try. Boom. Perfect. Active track. Alright, here we go. So here's hoping that everything goes good as I go through here. It seems to be so far. Same line, no brakes. Great. Let's see if we can get follow all the way up here. These are just really cool shots anyways. Just adds to the video. So when I get up here, what I'll do is actually swap it. And it'll rotate once it gets clearance. And it's trying to get close to me now. Just push it out. And we should get a really cool shot. Just that gimbal. Boom. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop right here and get the big drone out. I'm going to land this guy. It makes such a cool shot, and we'll bring it right in here to us. And these are the kind of shots as it's circling around. Who knows, it might end up being a really cool thumbnail or whatever. Maybe not a thumbnail, but anyways. Alright, stop. Kill that. And let's land this guy.
Landing.
Alright. Go ahead and pop this helmet off. Quite a few more people up here today than I anticipated. Just ran into a hiker that was coming up from Rock Creek. I've seen a Jeep, a truck, and 3 motorcycles now. So, and as I was standing up there at the overlook, I actually saw some vehicles coming back this way. So, I have to keep an eye out for them. I really wanted to get some more shots than what I did up there, but I'm starting to run out of time, and we've got softball games tonight, so softball game. So I gotta get home for that. But we got a little bit more time to kill. I really hope this GoPro's not pointing down too much today. I got to find a better mount for this chin mount. It works great, but I just feel like it's pointing down, and I've got it tilted all the way back. I can't really go back any further. I thought it was right through here where I was seeing a vehicle. Of course, they could be going away from me too. Take the rougher way. I actually do see, so there's a road down to my left, or the road continues down to my left, and I can see a silver van, or SUV of some sort. So we'll probably come up on them here in a few minutes. And up there was where we was just at. So dropping a lot of elevation quick now. I wish I'd left the camera on back there. When the hiker come walking out of the woods, I thought I was up there all by myself, and I heard the footsteps behind me while I was flying the drone, and absolutely scared the piss out of me. This place, man, I don't know if it's just one I've had where I'm working on the video talking about the 3 incidents that happened up here. I guess I've got that fresh on my mind, and man, it's just like, you can't help but be slightly paranoid up here when you're just by yourself, or even when somebody comes. I guess it's even worse when somebody walks up on you. Okay, so I'm anticipating seeing that vehicle any minute now, so I'm trying to just ease around these corners. Yep, there they are. Little silver SUV. So we'll ease on by them. Wave, hello, friendly. Okay, no, actually, there's the bus. Just picking up hikers. What? Okay, so this is where the Appalachian Trail crosses. I believe this guy's gonna let us go on by. Man, there's a lot of people up here today. Couldn't see them at first. So Appalachian Trail runs right down through here and crosses the road back there where we saw that van handing out, looked like he was handing out Gatorades. First batch of through hikers, I guess, coming into Irwin and heading north. So we're almost up here to the beauty spot. Or no. I'm sorry. We're actually a little ways off from it. Not quite as close as I was thinking. I just want to open it up just a little bit. Let this thing breathe. So when I get the drone out at this next lookout, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful because the Appalachian Trail runs close to it, and I can't fly over the trail, and I have to be off of it so far. Okay, so this is the other lookout. This is where the murders in 1996 occurred. It was October of 1996. The kid was, I don't know, 15, 16 years old. Stole some guns, stole a car, and just ruined people's lives. Ruined his own. Sad ordeal. Okay, so I think we'll get the small drone out for this. Get some shots with the bike too while we are at it. So how much battery we got? Okay, we got plenty. I was really surprised that this overlook didn't have as many vehicles as I've seen today. I really thought we'd see a few here. But that was not the case. Okay.
Home point updated.
That was quick.
Home point updated.
Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Get out there. Yeah, I was flying my drone, had to land it. Battery was about to die on it, so appreciate it. It was kind of embarrassing. But he's like, "What? Flying a who?" Yeah, I'm that idiot. All right, so let's do this. Actually, I should just left that. Man, I'm getting hungry. We are just about done with today's adventure. So, getting ready to go past the last spot. This was the 2022 ordeal. And it's really kind of hard to figure out. I'm not sure if it happened up here or if he just got rid of the body up here. Either way, horrible ordeal. And again, somebody ruining not just the one individual, but their entire family's lives, ruining their life. Sad ordeal. It's definitely warmed up today. Huh. Hello, guys. Okay. Make sure that's still recording. It is. I really hope this ain't like pointing at the ground. It just feels like it probably is, though. If it is, I'm sure this video sucks. So I'd say we're probably, I don't know, a mile, maybe less than a mile from the entrance here on the Rock Creek side. Over here in a minute and move this guy over here, or yeah, I might put him up here. Let's do that. All right, so we'll pull over here. Golly, I feel like I've been pulling over 500 feet, probably because I have been. Okay, cool thing about these Action 5s, magnets, gotta love it. So loosen this guy up, turn him this way a little bit. Heck yeah, a little bit different angle. So the third location, I'm not sure exactly where it occurred at. According to what you read in the court files, or the arrest report, whatever it is, it says that it occurred, I believe it says a quarter mile to a half a mile from the entrance. So somewhere along the road here, he disposed of his girlfriend's body. And actually, if I remember correctly, she was wearing a reflective vest and some teenagers found her. Just kind of crazy. Kind of like the amount of traffic I've seen up here today. But I guess if there's one lesson to be learned about this place, it's an awesome drive. It's a good little road. You know, probably try to be up here. You know, if you're coming up here to visit, the ideal time would be probably on a Saturday or a Sunday when there's quite a few people up here during the day. And again, that's only 3 incidents in however long since this place has been here. So you had 1967, 1996, and then 2022. And there may have been more that's happened over the years that I don't know about, but those are the 3 that kind of gets the most attention around here. Catching back up to my guy in the 4Runner. We'll probably go around him here in a minute. He's gonna pull over for me. Super nice dude. Really appreciate him. So to the best of my knowledge, the incident in 2022 probably occurred somewhere in this vicinity. We're getting close to the Rock Creek entrance, so I'm assuming probably somewhere down through here, but it's hard to really say. that's going to do it for the most part. I really appreciate you guys riding along with me. It's nice to get out. The weather's finally made a turn for the good, and we'll be doing more of this. So if you made it this far in the video, thanks a ton, and don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and share this around. See you guys next time. Okay, I guess he is, who knows what he's doing.